Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sentry. Today I kind of wanted to do a different video talking about the new upcoming game, Star Wars Squadrons. This was originally leaked out under the codename Project Maverick, and today I just wanted to talk about some of my thoughts on the game, what I hope to see, and sort of do like a live commentary thing as I play through some Starfighter Assault. Somebody on my Discord recommended that I come back and check out Starfighter Assault since I love flying in Star Wars games. So my initial impressions with the poster of the game that has been released on Twitter from EA is, this is obviously going to be like a flight sim type Star Wars, game. And I can already tell that like a lot of people are assuming, oh yeah, this is going to be only, ship combat. There's not going to be any first-person shooting or anything of that nature. And I think for the most part, I'm going to agree with that assumption. I do have some hope, though, for something similar to the Rogue Squadron games. Now, I grew up with the Rogue Squadron games. I had them on my Wii, and, the Wii can play GameCube games. And I remember playing Rogue Squadron 2 and 3 so much. That's really why I fell in love with flying and space simulator games and Star Wars ships, But I remember in Rogue Squadron 3, there was a section of some levels where you'd actually like get out of your ship and you just walk around and shoot things. Now, this wasn't like the best part of the game, obviously. It was the first time that the Rogue Squadron series really went out of their starfighters with their games, and it wasn't really that good looking back on it. Even playing it, it was like a third-person shooting mechanic, and it was really stiff. Like there wasn't any like smoothness to the combat or customization. But the reason why I bring this up is I'm hoping that EA, what they're trying to do with Star Wars Squadrons, is not just release, a new version of what I'm playing right now, Starfighter Assault, sold as an entire game. I'm hoping that they're trying to experiment with, their engine and test some new features. And what I mean by this is I'm hoping we get to see ship-to-ship combat, landing on ships, and that sort of thing. Similar to like what we got from the classic Battlefront 2 space battles. And I know this seems like out of left field, such a random idea, like, oh yeah, it's clearly just going to be ship-based. But I'm having a little hope for this idea because EA said that they have no plans to make a Battlefront 3, which a lot of people, myself included, took very, harshly, and we were all surprised, like, wow, Battlefront 2 made such a great comeback. I don't know why they wouldn't put their resources to a Battlefront 3. But I think I know why they haven't, gone into full development mode, and I think it has to tie in, it has something to do with Project Maverick or Star Wars Squadrons. Let's say EA is trying the space, ship landing mechanic in Star Wars Squadrons. This would basically be a pre-Battlefront 3 when you think about it, because Battlefront 3, what I assume the majority of the player base wants is space-to-ground battles. Space-to-ground battles, that's what we're looking for. And, ship-to-ship combat. And I feel like before they go and, like, completely, like, all in development with that idea, they want to test the waters first and just, like, be like, okay, we're just going to try ship-to-ship combat. If that works out well and we get a lot of sales, then yeah, we'll go into Battlefront 3. I really feel like this is very plausible. That's just my feeling on the matter. Now, as for what I expect to see out of the game and what we know so far, there's been like reported leaks on Reddit. So like I said, this is a leak, so take it with a grain of salt. But reportedly, there is a short campaign of a few hours. There's a big focus on multiplayer content, and that's all we really know at the moment. Oh, and the game is going to release this fall on the new consoles. So, and if I know anything about the developers of this game, which is EA Motive, I believe, these are the guys who developed the Battlefront 2 campaign that we got in the game. And I remember the ship combat in the campaign was fantastic, as well as Starfighter Assault like I'm playing right now. It's fantastic, I love it. But I don't think that it's enough to make an entire game about. Like, of course you can make another Rogue Squadron game, and I'm sure people would enjoy it, but I feel like EA, what they need to do right now, what I'm hoping they're doing, is they're trying to test the waters of, okay, people want ship-to-ship combat, let's make a game entirely about that, and if that makes money and you know, it sells well, then we'll make, you know, Battlefront 3. We'll just go straight into it. Because I don't think EA is trying to make a random Star Wars game for a certain selected, you know, a part of the fan base, because not everybody likes ship simulator games. Like Starfighter Assault, it's a miracle I'm playing right now, because most of the time the lobbies are pretty dead.
Black leader ready to go.
But yeah, so I'm hoping that we're getting ship-to-ship combat, although it's highly unlikely. I'd love to see it, and I really hope that that's the direction they're going with the Star Wars license in their hands, you know. But yeah, I'm very excited for the game. I think I'm gonna be live streaming EA Play to get my reactions and to get your guys' reactions, because I'm most likely gonna be playing this game a lot, because I am a huge fan of you know, space simulation games, Star Wars games, and like I said, I grew up with the Rogue Squadron games. I loved them. I really wish I could play them now, because like I said, the campaign in them were great. And like you just saw, I'm not the best pilot, but I still do enjoy myself a lot flying around in the Star Wars universe. So, other than ship-to-ship combat, another thing I'd like to see is either multiple eras or fully fleshed out eras, and then, you know, additional eras added as, you know, seasons or additional free content. I don't want any DLC, but I'd love to see, you know, additional free, you know, factions. Because, I mean, I really think that if they focus on one faction and they don't add anything else, or one era, and they don't add anything else, excuse me, it'll end up being like Battlefront 2015. The, Fighter Assault, I don't remember the name of that game mode, but, you know, it was one era, it was original trilogy, and I played it, and nobody really liked it. It was really basic. But, Starfighter Assault and Battlefront 2 is a lot of fun. It doesn't get a lot of love. I just crashed there. It doesn't get a lot of love, and I really feel like it's a fun mode. But do I think that an entire game is going to be brought, you know, to the new consoles just for them to say, hey guys, we made another game? No. I don't think that they're going to make multiplayer, because this game is going to have multiplayer. I don't think they're going to just copy and paste what I'm playing right now, because who would buy that? I don't think that they're going to do that. Yeah. So, multiple eras at launch, or fully fleshed out eras, or era singular at launch. I'd be okay with that if they added them with, you know, seasons, because that keeps the game going. What else would I like to see? I'd like to see a lot of ship customization. I like the star card system with Battlefront 2. I don't like the pay-to-win thing that they had. Of course, they fixed that. But I like the star card loadouts. I like to see those return, or something similar. I'd like to see ship customization. I'd like to have, like, skins and, like, maybe decals you can put on the ships and that kind of stuff. And I'd like to see, you know, maybe pilot customization. I don't know if there's going to be a first-person mode, but that'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Now, like I said, this game is going to be revealed. I didn't say this. The game is actually going to be revealed this Monday, so in 2 days, it's going to be revealed at EA Play 2020. I'm, of course, going to be live streaming it. And just so I can get your guys' thoughts on the game. I know this is a pretty random video on my channel, since I don't really do, like, speculation or news about upcoming games, but I really am excited about this one, because like I said, I'm a fan of Star Wars games. I'm a fan of space, you know, simulation games. So, I mean, I have all the reason to be excited for this, you know. I think the only thing I'm worried about is, like I said, I don't want to just see this mode, Starfighter Assault, brought to, you know, the new consoles. Like, this mode entirely for multiplayer, I don't think will work. I think if this was one of the bigger modes of multiplayer, yes, of course it'll work. That's why it worked in Battlefront 2, because there was other things to do, Galactic Assault, Blast, that kind of stuff. But, like, if you have just this one mode as multiplayer, I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna try and fly in between here. Oh yes, it did it. Okay. So that's why I'm really believing that if they do like space ship-to-ship combat, I really feel like that's how they're gonna make a lot of sales, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do. They're putting their feet in the water for this, you know, ship-to-ship combat, and then if it sells, like I've said this like 5 times already, but I want to, you know, I want to tell you guys my ideas and what I hope to see. I hope we're getting ship-to-ship combat, because that is like, if that happens, I feel like the entire Battlefront community will rejoice, because a lot of people, myself included, we were pretty salty that, you know, Battlefront 2 it got all these great updates, and we were hoping, oh yeah, like Ahsoka's coming, maybe the Mandalorian, like what are we gonna get? And then they're like, nope, we're pulling the plug. So you know, we all felt jebaited, but hopefully with this new game, a lot of like cool things happen with it. I remember in the Battlefront 2 campaign, there is a section on Fondor that you actually land inside of a rebel ship and you actually start fighting on it. And this, you know, the campaign, like I said earlier, was developed by the people who are making Star Wars Squadrons. So I'm hoping it could be something like that, because they already, you know, teased it, I guess you could say, or they already implemented that sort of a feature, although it was kind of like on rails, and it was, you know, an animation. It wasn't you physically landing the ship yourself. You kind of just drove up to the hangar bay and it kind of auto landed. But I'm hoping maybe this new game, they're gonna try it. They're gonna try something new. I feel like with the success of Jedi Fallen Order, you know, if EA listens to the fans and they give them what they want, they're gonna get positive feedback. They're gonna get a lot of positive feedback. And like I said, I'm gonna be covering the game on my channel a lot more, so expect to see like uploads of news and that sort of thing. I know my channel isn't known for like news or gaming news or whatever, but like I said, I'm very excited for this game and I have high hopes for it. My expectations are somewhat high. Okay, let's go with the bomber. I feel we're gonna lose this match, but just this is so beautiful. I just love this mode. I just wish it got so much more love, because they really deserve a lot of credit for this game mode. That guy just ran right into the laser. Oh, that must hurt. Uh-oh. Blast those bombers. Oh, that took... Oh, Jesus. Darth Maul. Ooh, got him. Let's go.
All units retreat. Live to fight tomorrow.
Alright guys, so that was my thoughts on Starfighter Assault, the new Star Wars Squadrons game, and just some overall news about it, and my plans to stream it and start uploading more content about it. If you guys are excited for Star Wars Squadrons, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video, because it allows me to see that you guys are enjoying this type of content and like to see more. Make sure you join the Discord. And if you're new and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Like I said, I'm going to be uploading a lot more content on this upcoming game, and I'd love to have you join the family. And with that, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Do it. Do it. I am the Senate. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Ironic. Do it.